Holy cowabunga! Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? It's your boy, Jerremy Newsome with reallifetrading.com. Hope you're doing absolutely sensational. Some of you might be doing sensational, some of you might be crying. It really just depends on where you are in the markets. So we were looking at this just yesterday on the SPY in the afternoon swing trading room. You know, the ones that you guys could all be a part of if you want to. Very inexpensive. Very nice tweezer bottom here on the SPY. And so we were talking about this on the tweets on just yesterday, which was Thursday. And guys, I was like, hey, this is a perfect tweezer bottom. The lows of these candles are the exact same. So one of two things is going to happen. If we break above here, let's keep being bullish. Oops, that's not the right tool. And if we break lower, right? If we close below, let's go bearish. Well, this morning, when we were pulling everything up, as you can obviously see, it wasn't closing below. It was actually opening below that was bearish, and that was a strong move overall in the SPY. So big deal. Incredible one black crow today, new black crow. In fact, speaking of one black crows, here's the weekly chart on the SPY. You actually have a one black crow on the weekly. Now, if you remember, during the free week, we discussed this at length a few different times. Brad did, myself did. All the recordings are there. Go back and check it out. We just were laughing at the extreme bullishness of this market and was chatting that it can't last forever. Now, is this the all-time high? Is this the top of the market? Is this it? Is this as high as we go? Probably not. Always a chance. I doubt it, but it could be. Anything is possible, right, in the stock market. The challenge with the SPY is it all started this week with a gap down on January 29th. And it opened, right, closed, and then, you know, had another gap down. And then the last 2 days were kind of a non-sequential, and then today was really the big day. Today was pretty much whatever you shorted, it worked at some level. So the SPY, strong move. From here, I think it's almost imperative that we come down to the 50. Keep in mind, though, this is still a very strong bullish market. The chances that SPY gaps down to Monday and trades right to the 50 and then bounces off, large possibility that happens. So am I still playing dips? Yes, I'm still playing dips. This is, as you all should know, a healthy, needed, obvious pullback that I don't think anyone was expecting not to actually happen. I mean, there's no chance that the market just goes up forever. You have to have retracements. You have to have pullbacks. It is needed. It's needed to be healthy, and I like it. So I'm going to lose a bet as far as the timing goes with a buddy of mine named Adam, how quickly it gets down here, but that's okay. It was between me and him. But nice gap, good move on the SPY, some strong movements, and yeah, it's across the markets. The Dow, gap down, open below that bullish candle. We got a new black crow on the Dow. Here's the Qs down 2%, right? So the Qs getting in the bearish action. IWM, not quite as bearish. So the IWM actually just kind of retesting the 50 already, but it did retest to that level. So yeah, so we had some bears in the building, and I hope you are all able to take advantage of it. This is what is a phenomenal opportunity to be in the room, because this morning and really the last 2 days during some of the bearish market, so you're going to check this out. So Don Hancock got 1.7R. That was the big win of the day, was Chevron. So we called out a few bearish trades. Latoya was rocking the microphones. When she's hot, ladies and gentlemen, she's hot. When she's hot, she's hot. The day trading up 4.69 Rs in the month of February, which started yesterday. 4.5, almost 5 Rs since yesterday. Folks, these gaps were everywhere. So many good moves. Here is Chevron, ticker symbol CVX. You'll notice Chevron had some nice lower shadows the last 2 days, right? So very cool, pretty lower shadows, almost tweezer bottoms as well, and just a very small, itsy bitsy gap down, and all those buyers got trapped, and that's what led to just a beautiful waterfall. Look at this 5-minute chart. Gorgeous stuff. And of course, I probably couldn't go all day without talking about your boy Apple. So is it going to help that Apple did what it did, and did that help the market go down, all that kind of good stuff? Yes and no. So they came out with $88 billion of revenue last quarter. Just sensational. I mean, incredible earnings. But what happened is, here's the 15-minute chart. If I turn on the extended hours, Apple it traded up all the way up pre-market, post-market yesterday, and I know that most of you probably didn't get a chance to sell up there, and I didn't sell up there any of my long positions or anything. But then people just locked in their profits the whole time. They just sold and sold and sold and sold and sold. I did try a long today on Apple, hoping just to determine if if there's going to be any bottom to this, and it wasn't. Feels so good to get stopped out right here to just see this waterfall. So this is where I got in long. See this little lower shadow. Tried to buy a bounce off the pre-market low. Didn't work. Lost an R. Cut it out, and that was totally fine. But all the good news is I was helping save traders a lot of money as it was pulling down, because they said, "Hey, should we get into some swings long?" And my answer was no, 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 no. This is a very, very nice bearish gap and go. The 200 is not far away. It's at 159. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen on Monday and Tuesday, because there's a lot of bearish signals out there right now. I'm not saying the market's going to go to zero, but we could have at least another day or two or a week or two of sell-off into the strong bullish market, and then there will be some good buying opportunities. It's all about risk mitigation, my friends. When you lose as small as you can, protect yourself, keep that cash, keep those positions, keep those profits safe and protected, and then come back for more a little bit later. So let's go look at some stocks that you guys want me to check out. Here's CIM. CIM, a dividend-paying stock. Chimera Investments. I'm going to have to zoom out on this one big time. Here's a monthly chart. Chimera. Chopping around, pretty sideways, but it is coming back down to a support level of sorts, right? Old resistance, new support here about 16.79. Obviously, you can see an obvious support down here at 12 bucks. But if you were looking at picking some up around the 1634 region on CIM, it makes a lot of sense to me. Here's ticker symbol ARI. Also on the monthly chart, Apollo Commercial Real Estate. Real estate and REITs have really been getting kind of battered the last few days. So also on Apollo, if you're looking at taking that particular trade bullish, I would say wait for it come down to 1757. Maybe add in a little bit there. And then possibly see this blue line. This is a 100 simple moving average on the monthly. New blue line, good support. That would be a fantastic level to probably pick some up as well on ARI. And then the other two that were requested were BABA. So BABA today down 2.5%. Again, had a bearish gap and go on earnings. And a pretty bearish candle today. At one point had a nice lower shadow. But this is a retest, right? So on BABA, you got a nice retest up here. Old resistance, new support, and the market's not going to make it super simple, right? So this is the retest. So now we just got to see kind of what kind of bounce comes in here on BABA. It could come down to the 100, no problem, which is 181.28. We'll see if it bounces off of there. At this level, though, I'm going to see what it does off the 100. I'm not going to do any bearish positions yet, but if BABA trades down to 161, which is a possibility, this is the area that I'll look to go long on BABA. Otherwise, I'll try it bullish off of the 100 simple, and I'll be watching that one pretty closely down into that level. And then Facebook, ticker symbol FB. So Facebook was down 1%, but really head out pretty well on this one. Had a new all-time high just yesterday. This is kind of a retest gap, right? So here's a previous all-time high, big bullish candle, retesting, bouncing. So we'll just kind of see what Facebook ends up doing, and I'm interested to keep some eyes on it. We did have some bearish positions. For those in the free week, you might remember me keeping an eye on Texas Instruments for a bearish move. We didn't get triggered in during the free week, but we did get triggered into some put positions either yesterday and or the day before yesterday, depending on when you set it up. But this was a put play, and this is really the only thing making money for us right now in the swing trades. The other swing trades that I have are all bullish. Pretty good positions, though. Here's WATT, W-A-T-T. We're down on it, but not a lot. And then XLNX, again, down on it, but not a lot, about 0.6R right now. We'll see if it bounces on Monday. Probably not, but Texas Instruments is going to help prevent some losses, right? Making money on the downside with those, while the other ones are going to just do whatever they're going to do. We regroup, we figure out where the market's going to go, we figure out where we're going to bounce, and we kind of talk about it. That's what we're about to do in the afternoon swing trading room. So I hope you signed up. There's a lot of you did, and those who did, we're about to go make a lot of money. I'm going to start launching that in about 23 minutes from now. Those who are watching right now, thank you so much for tuning in to your Friday Real Life Stock Review. You're amazing. And until next time, which will be Monday, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.